I need to bring headphones.
Hello everyone, and welcome to City Mazda Stadium. We're down here doing a live broadcast as a part of Oz Sports, so we'd just like to thank Darren for having the SAWFL. My name's Narelle Smith, and beside me is Christy Williams, and we'll be your commentators for tonight. It's pretty exciting. Catherine Mulvihill, 300th game, West Adelaide v Ingle Farm, and she's playing her 300th, which is the second person nationally to do it and first person in South Australia. So the SAWFL congratulates Catherine on this milestone and massive achievement, and hopefully we can give you a well broadcasted live entertainment tonight about how the game unfolds.
I don't even think about it.
In the heat of the action, every choice you make has a huge impact.
You've got to make the right decisions. If you want to be a game changer,
you can't afford to take unnecessary risks
at the moment,
or rush into something that you might regret.
Whether you're in heavy traffic,
I think both teams are fielding
You still
full
have to be in
sides
complete
tonight.
control.
Just one decision, one
And
small
it's
thing.
pretty
One lapse in
nice evening
concentration,
down here as the sun
and your
goes
whole
down.
world could change.
And it might be a bit dewy later on, but to start with, we're hoping to see some really good skills. Captains are coming to the centre now to toss the coin, and we'll work out who's going what way. So Kelly Spence, captain of Ingle Farm, shaking the umpire's hand. And of course, the lady of the moment, Catherine Mulvihill, is in the middle shaking hands. There goes the toss. And Ingle Farm have won and will kick to the southern end. Ingle Farm, southern
End. We have Kelly Spence jogging back to her team. Westies look up and about in their warm-up here. Catherine Mulvihill's leading the way in her 300th game. It's going to be an interesting affair here, see if Westies can continue their form, beating the undefeated Morphettville Park team last week. But Ingle Farm will definitely be looking to spoil the party, one would think, with a few former Westies players in, with Michelle O'Brien, Alana Brown, Fiona Clancy facing their old club. So they'll surely be looking to spoil the party of Catherine Mulvihill and see if they can get an underdog victory like they've already done this season. So that's the first siren going.
So before the game, Christy and I have come up with our predictions for who's going to win the game. My prediction is West Adelaide by 52 points.
And I actually think it's going to be a more dominant affair, with Westies coming out by 73 after a chat to Catherine Mulvihill this morning. Sounds like everything's coming together at the right time. They're peaking towards the final series, so 73 points they should get up by, and surely a pie on offer for the correct winner.
Yeah, I reckon Westies are obviously in pretty good form. Had a win against Morphies last week, which I think there was a few round the traps that thought the Morphies might go undefeated this year. But Westies are playing a really good structured game, especially under Naomi Maidment. She's a very good coach, and they're well led, and they've got some real leaders amongst their group. And Catherine Mulvihill being one of those.
So the girls are taking to their positions now. We'll see Catherine Mulvihill jogging towards the offensive 50 for West Adelaide. She said this morning she was looking to stop the winning goal rather than score it, but I think everyone would love to see a fairy tale here and see her kick the winning goal in her 300th game.
I think it's pretty typical of Mulvey to put the team first. She's always done that her whole career, and she's just absolute stellar human being, and so glad to see her out there tonight reaching this milestone. And yep, Chris is on the button. She's lining up at centre half back. got a couple of young fellas that'll be going for it in the ruck in Jade Blake. And I'm not quite sure I know that other girl from Ingle Farm. We'll give you her name going up in the ruck shortly.
So first ruck contest going up. Even tap. They're coming in from the wing. Bit of a scrap heap first go. Tolson's drawing out there on the wing, trying to get some space. Good physical battle in the ruck straight away. Oh, and Westies have gone away here.
So yeah, Emily Woods, first inside 50, and that's Danielle Crest. She's leading goal kicking with the Westies at the moment, so she's on fire. Down in that city pocket in the northern end, it's pretty congested in there, but there's been a kick out towards the 50.
Oh, it could be a Martin. No, she's dropped it.
They're scrapping away at the bottom there, and many players around the ball, as you'd see with Westie's style of footy, which is trying to congest up those stoppages and clear the ball themselves.
Oh, big wide open space in that forward line. Now Ashbridge is drawing out. It's been a good tussle so far in the ruck. Ingle Farm stood up.
And that ruckman I spoke about before is Vicky Burford, number 13, and she's actually kicked 5 goals this season and twice in the best, so she's holding herself pretty well, and there's been a free in there. So Ingle Farm will have a oh no, it hasn't got outside 50. There's a marking contest, hits the deck. Players pile in with some good tackling and another stoppage.
Good pressure there from West Adelaide.
Throw up by the umpire. Oh, Burford again. She's cleared. That's the clearing of the forward 50. There's Jess Segenary. She's been a bit of a live wire for Ingle Farm this year.
She's going to pick it back up again. Oh, good pick up.
Oh, it's a great tackle by Emily Woods. That's got to be holding the ball, and it is.
And
well
rewarded.
Done. So Westies are probably going to rebound back into 50.
Oh, excellent mark they're taken by Emma Sampson, I think that is.
Yeah, Emma Sampson. It was a good mark. They're slowly chipping it down, playing possession footy, which is how they like to play.
Lovely drop right there, drop the mark. Trying to rebound here, find an Ingle Farm player anywhere. Found some grass, fortunately.
And here's Mulvey's first touch. She's got pushed in the back umpire. Yep.
Yes, and she's got the
So
free.
Mulvey's first kick of the day.
Hopefully this will see the end of the nerves for the... Oh, it's a wobbly kick out to the wing, but she follows it up.
Lucky she's hit up Emma Sampson, who's a very talented footballer. And, she's kicked it out in the full. So we've got young Jasmine Antrobus, and that's a famous South Australian name in footy.
Oh, we've got DeGabriel to pick it up, facing former, and there's Sampson again. Clever chip over the top.
Well, I think, Chrissy, you'd agree that Westies are really clever, the way that they always have someone sweeping at the back.
Always, yes, and none better than Emma Sampson, as we can see.
Oh, they're inside 50 here.
Oh, and she misses. It's an excellent chance created there down the wing. Excellent chain of kicks.
And that was by Kiki I'm not quite sure how to... Contitas. And she's sprayed it for a point, so fullback's kicking in, and that would be Michelle O'Brien.
So former West Adelaide player.
And former Morpheville player.
Yes, former Morpheville player.
Kicks out deep to that western pocket. Will they touch it?
Foot, fortunately. Keep an eye out for Michelle O'Brien's left foot tonight. Catherine Mulvihill did nominate her as the most skilled opponent she's played against, so she obviously has quite a high regard for Chook O'Brien.
Yeah, and Chook tends to take the best forward. She's lined up on Rachel Shanahan.
Excellent work. And speak of the devil, they're on the board.
And that was Rachel Killian, who is a state player. She's a very skilled athlete, and this is her first season with Westies after the demise of Port Adelaide.
Just too powerful there. Stood up in the tackle. But excellent work by DeGabriel as well. Very clever around the packs. Conserves her energy well.
And Rachel Killian leads the goal kicking for Westies this year, with her and Danielle Cresp both being on 14. So no surprise that she's got the first one tonight.
And an excellent talent for the future for South Australia, Rachel Killian.
So back in the centre, the ball's up. And
Ingle Farm have won it again. It's excellent ruck work here.
Yeah, Vicky Burford's won that tap.
They've got a free kick there to Carly Tolson. Taking her time.
That's a misdirected kick and intercepted there by
Done.
a young Ingle Farm player.
Oh, and another excellent mark there. That's Lila Berry, I believe, down there.
And Ingle Farm, if they can get a clear takeaway here, they're going to be having their first inside 50 with Jess Segenary picking up the ball.
First inside 50. Oh, and they're sloppy on the inside 50, but still scrapping around. Another tackle there by Emily Woods at the bottom of that pack, and they've got a free kick. She might not.
We've got young Serena Campbell-Firth lining up. She's probably too far out to score.
Probably can't make it. Kick it up to the square. Could be a mark there.
Ooh. Not paid. Westies have got possession and going to safety of the boundary.
Good clearance there to the boundary. That's well done. And a little push for her troubles.
And Westies have had their first defensive exit out of 50. And Tara McDermott sees it across the line.
Kirsty de Gabriel just sitting in front of the pack there waiting again for the next clearance.
It's a great throw by the umpire.
Big throw.
And it's a good tackle.
Excellent tackle there.
Can't quite see who that is.
28, that may be Kayla Jett, the youngest player on the ground there tonight.
It is. She turned 17 in a couple of weeks, but she's 16 at the moment, which is the age that women are allowed to start playing footy.
Oh, there's too many Ingle Farm players around. That's clever there by Alana Brown. Got the throw in. And Ingle Farm look much better now. Trying to slow down Westie's run, make sure they don't get any easy ball.
Certainly hasn't been a dominant display by Westies at this stage. Ingle Farm are running with them at the moment. And they're back inside 50 again, Ingle Farm. And there comes Emma Sampson out the back.
She's looking for some runners, Carly Tolson. She hasn't got much help. De Gabriel gets the handball away right at the last second. Well done. An excellent clearance. Kick across to Emily Woods. Emily Woods has held on to her a bit there. Didn't get the free.
Umpire didn't call it. They've kept running though, and that's Rebecca Marshall's just kicked it along the wing. Oh, bad bounce.
Unlucky to. Oh, excellent attack on the footy. They're following up very well here, West Adelaide. But
it's a 2-on-1 out there with Rebecca Marshall with two Ingle Farm players. And finally a stoppage there out on that city wing.
Ingle Farm are doing really well here. I think they're slowing down the run of Westies very well.
And that's that congestion that we've come to see with Westies, pushing up and clearing the ball. And Emily
Woods has had plenty of the ball so far.
Yeah, she has.
Once again, clever out the back. And here's another inside 50. That's the fourth inside 50 for West this term.
Oh, she's
paid a free.
That's just experience getting in the way there. Michelle O'Brien, very clever around the ball.
And she'll look to hug the boundary line here. Just take a breather. You see that big booming left foot. Almost like they're picked up.
And we'll have another stoppage, I'd imagine, over in that northeast corner, right under the big scoreboard that's showing 1 goal, 1-7 to West. Ingle Farm yet to score with 10 minutes gone.
Oh, that's another inside 50 and she's dropped the mark. Unlucky. Good
yeah, I think as we said before, the ball's probably a bit dewy, but Westies have got it out the back and sprayed it.
Fresh there taking that shot, I think.
Yeah, it was either her or Contitas. They kind of both look the same.
It was, you're right, it was
Contitas, yeah.
Oh, there's a break here. to the close wing. That's an excellent lead. That's well done.
Yeah. So Lila Berry takes the mark, still inside 50, but she will clear. That's another one for them. Kelly Spence, pretty clever footballer. Oh, she's been beaten this time by Liz Grosvenor. Gives the handballs inside.
Dewy football by the looks of it. And holding on. Another clever defensive work. Who's that?
Oh, and 50. So the ball wasn't returned properly by, I think it was Killian. So Kelly Spence clears the defensive 50 by 50.
I'm sure she loves those scenarios, Kelly Spence. Never short of a good word.
Oh, and Ingle Farm have kept their feet in a marking contest, and Jess Sedgenary.
And Emma Sampson once again mopping up on the back.
Sedgenary's been quiet so far. She normally has impact in the first quarter, but she's had a couple of touches. And there's the lady at the moment taking a grab just outside defensive 50 for West. And down the wing she goes and finds Tolson.
It's a fortunate kick there. Very congested up there. And here's a good lead by Killian coming through. And
she hit that great.
Excellent attack on the ball.
Unfortunately, there were no crummers at the front of Killian because she's done the right thing and brought the ball to ground.
Excellent lead.
And now there's a
scrap heap.
It's probably about...
Oh.
Geez, the umpire took a long time to blow that whistle, didn't he?
Oh, and...
Who's that, Sedgenary?
Sedgenary's given away the free kick. Bit of an undisciplined work by her.
Yeah. And that's a nice kick.
And Sampson's had plenty of the ball this quarter.
So that's to Gabrielle, to Sampson. You know, two old heads really using the ball well.
Not sure if Sampson been All-Australian in the past. Surely she's been an All-Australian at some point. She's definitely a dual Dutchke medalist, so she's a very decorated player and very much cricketer as well.
Yeah, well, she was an Australian cricketer for a long time, yeah.
And that's a beautiful kick by Sampson.
So hits Crespi up 50 out. So West will have another inside 50.
And puts it over the head of Killian. She could be in for a second goal of the evening. Excellent finish there. Just around the body.
Yeah, look, they kind of they nearly went coast to coast. They were just outside the 50 when West had possession, and they've kicked laterally and then taken the ball down the guts and 2 marks inside 50 and a goal.
They look much better when they play on straight away.
Yeah. So the brand new scoreboard here at City West Mazda is
a flashy scoreboard for women's footy. It looks great.
Yeah, I was speaking with Naomi Maidment. They've only just got this scoreboard going, so it's now showing West 2-2-14 to Ingle Farm, yet to score. Just being heckled by some people in the crowd. Crowd's starting to build. I think we probably heading towards 100. So hopefully some people get down here and watch Mulvey's 300.
It says a lot about Mulvey, and if you know Mulvey, she's the person she is, just attracts people. She's just an excellent player on and off the field.
Yep, no arguments here. So we've still got Blake and Burford going for it in the ruck, and Burford.
Gabrielle on the outside. Gabrielle's got on the outside. She's got lots of options here. She puts it out in front.
Crisp.
Excellent mark.
Another inside 50 for West, and
can Crisp go the distance here?
No, I don't think she can. I think they'll be jostling to get some of their tools back in that square.
As Killian's leading, she's leading out.
I think you got Bridge that's just hanging in the square, and should be.
That's Bridge there. Bridge is playing just behind there, unfortunately.
That was actually Contitas kicking that ball, not Crest.
We did it again.
Yeah, they definitely look the same. So, Ingle Farm have done well here to clear the ball out of their defensive 50 again.
Sajuna is held on again.
Yeah.
Alana Brown's followed up her kick here. It's
a great clash. Great clash between Woods and the youngest player.
Emily Woods is...
And it's all fair. Nice, good bump. It was excellent footy.
Excellent footy by both parties there.
And Lila Berry's just taking the mark as I think they're holding play.
That was definitely... That had... hallmarks of the draft game where Chelsea Randall had a collision in the middle of the draft game. 2 players just going hard at it, nothing dirty at all.
Oh no, it was both players eyes for the ball.
So who's that down there? We've got...
We're calling for
Yes.
to stop the clock. We've got 5 minutes 23 left on the clock.
So it was number 28 there for Ingle Farm, unfortunately down.
Yeah, that's I think it's Carla Jepp, who's the youngest player on the field. Yeah.
She definitely didn't show her age there. She went very hard at that ball, knowing that there was someone a lot bigger bearing down on her. And she's refused the stretcher. She wants to walk off. I hear a little ripple of applause goes around the ground. It looks a bit shaky on her feet, though, unfortunately. Hopefully she's okay. Wouldn't think she'd be entirely okay after that. Yeah, she looks a bit ill there.
So Lila Berry's holding the ball, and Ingle will clear again out of their defensive 50. I think we're taking some stats in regards to those entries.
Yes, we've got West have had 7 inside 50s so far, only 2 marks though. So if we can get, if they can get the clean hands and convert some of those opportunities. Kelly Spence there bulldozing through the pack, excellent work. And Ingle,
and that's is that Kiki Contitas? Another clearance and mark to Gabriel. They actually look quite similar in stature as well. I'll tell you, Westies
Emily Woods again.
Yeah, she's been everywhere, hasn't she?
For the ball.
Goots, that's Emily Woods' nickname. She's been everywhere tonight.
Another veteran in the West Adelaide team. Plenty of experience, Emily Woods, 154 games in fact. So a little further away from 300, but...
Halfway there.
At age 32, you never know.
Never know.
And that's an excellent tap there by...
It's Burford, Vicky Burford, who is... How many games has Vicky played?
Not many, looks like.
Well, she's played 35 games. So she, starting to get a few under her belt. I did a bit of stats work this morning. The average game for Ingle Farm is 41 games in comparison to Westies, which is 79. So there's a fair bit more experience, but I suppose the 300 gamer in Mulvey puts those stats up a bit. But it's been a real arm wrestle. I mean, the score of 14 points doesn't really reflect how close it's been between these two sides.
No, it doesn't at all.
And Westies, they just congest those packs, don't they? And I think Ingle are playing a bit of man-on-man. So
that's really good, tough footy there. Not allowing any space at all.
So it's good tackle by Tara McDermott.
Another...
Since coming across from Port Adelaide, she's really made herself a good little cemented spot there as an on-baller come half-back flanker.
She just keeps appearing in the best on grounds. She's very consistent.
Yeah. So we've got 3 minutes left in this first quarter.
Once again, that's Emily Woods chase bearing down, and she's
it's a great tackle.
Played a great tackle. Fortunately, couldn't affect.
And Hatchard's got another inside 50 for Ingle. Catherine Mulverhill's taken a great tackle.
Bence there gets the handball away.
Oh, Ingle Farm are on here if they can get that kick forward. Oh, they're definitely pushing forward and scoring opportunity.
There's a chance. Oh, just soccers it along the ground.
And if the ball goes out, it's going to stay in.
Well done. They've given themselves a chance at a scoring play.
Look, I think Ingle Farm have done really well to lock this ball in their forward 50.
Yeah, it's a really congested forward 50 there for Ingle Farm.
They've got 2.5 minutes if they can lock it in and score.
Sejunery down there.
And Ingle Farm, first goal. And she is happy with herself.
It was excellent work out of the pack, though. She broke free, an opponent, not sure who it was, just didn't follow her.
I suppose if we look left, we can see that there was only 6 players out of the whole 36 on the ground that weren't in that forward 50 then, so they just scrubbed it forward and got themselves a goal, and it's pretty handy with 1:59 left on the clock. And you'd have to think that that'll be the final score for the quarter, unless there's a quick break out of the middle. And
the only team that's looked like doing that so far is Ingle Farm. They're doing really well in the clearance aspect of the game. Well, they've got Who's the free
What's
to?
it
Is
called?
it to
That
West Adelaide holding the ball?
Holding the ball is a good tackle by Jade Blake.
Oh.
Two players going opposite directions to Gabriel.
And Killian's another. It's there.
Oh, now.
Excellent work. It's number 16.
No, it's number 18.
18?
Which is, that's Kiki Cortidis. So I think she's had a kick from this distance previously in the quarter and she didn't quite make it. So
hopefully looks like Killian and Bridge have got themselves back to the goal line there.
Yeah, there's four Westies players back there.
She might make this kick actually. It's a little...
She's probably about 35 out on its way.
She's taken it wide.
Sprayed it to the left.
Gone for a bit of extra distance.
For another point. So scores at the moment, West 2 goal 3, 15. Ingle Farm 1 goal 6.
And they'll just be looking not to concede anymore this quarter. Hopefully Michelle O'Brien will get a big clearance here.
She got the call up from the umpire. She's hit that 45, which is a dangerous spot, but there's been a mark taken by one of the young guys.
Not many other players on the ground could have done that. And here's Emily Woods again, scooping
She's
up.
been everywhere. Well, I think both teams will be happy for this to be locked in at the moment with 11 seconds to go on the clock.
And that's very lucky work there by Michelle O'Brien. It was a very pinpoint kick. Hopefully,
Just trying to work out who the girl was that marked it. Well, it's a pretty entertaining first quarter, I think, there. Christy, what do you think?
Well, it was an excellent display of women's footy, I think. We've seen some really hard at the ball, really, and as displayed by the Emily Woods and the youngest player on the ground, unfortunately ending up worse off. But there's been some outstanding players for both teams. I think Emma Sampson and Emily Woods have really stood up in the first quarter.
So at the moment, our predictions aren't looking that great.
Not looking
with a 9-point margin at quarter time. But I think we'll probably both agree that Westies will more than likely run over, where they've just got a bit more fitness, a bit more nous, a bit more experience.
That's always the question, isn't it, in terms of at AFL level with GWS and Gold Coast coming in and the youth kind of being up there at quarter time, but slowly fading away as the experience comes to the fore. And hopefully we can see this continue. It'd be great if it was a nice close game. Yeah.
Look, I think I wrote some notes about both of the teams, and Ingle Farm, to their credit, fought really hard to remain in Div 1, with SAWFL going to 2 divs this season. And I think there might have been a few doubters about whether Ingle Farm should be in Div 1, but I think they've definitely held their own and improved skill wise.
Their skills have just gone up tenfold from last season, without a doubt. There's still obviously a lot of improvement to be done, but they're making a contest, and I think that's all you can ask of a team.
What do you think the difference will be, like the main difference between these two sides?
You'll think it'll be the outside run. You'll think it'll be the run coming from behind as well, from Sampson and Woods and to Gabriel going through wide, and that experience as well. Knowing when to run and when to hold back and not just congest. And you'd think that would make the difference in this game, but sometimes you never know with teams like this, and they've already beaten them once this season, so.
Yeah, I suppose they beat them with a bit of a depleted side, but they're definitely holding their own. I see that West Adelaide have a lot more structures in place at the moment. With Ingle Farm being the developing side, they're more working on their skills.
Yeah, and they're just trying to clog the structure.
They're just trying to push the ball forward at all costs.
All they can do, I guess.
Yeah. Whereas West Adelaide will move the ball, like you've already seen, they've moved it laterally on at least half a dozen occasions first quarter.
And the Westies midfield's meeting out there alone while the team talk's going on, hopefully talking about how they can gain the ascendancy, because they've been quelled a bit in this first quarter.
Yeah.
They've still been impressive.
Yeah.
But without a doubt, the ruck for Ingle Farm, she's done outstandingly well.
Yeah, look, I had
her midfielder's first use of the footy, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I've had a good look at her, and she's appeared in the best twice. She's kicked 5 goals, and if she's been predominantly playing in the ruck, that's a fair effort.
Probably the hardest position on the field, you'd almost say. But the Ingle Farm huddle, they look pretty happy with themselves, and I think I would be too if I was them, keeping potentially one of the premiership contenders this year in West Adelaide, and they've kept them well, so they're within.
Yeah,
so.
I think West Adelaide will come to the fore, and whether it be in the second or the third quarter, I think their experience and smarts with their use of their structures, I think they're playing a different structure than they did against Morpheville. Obviously, we were both at that game last week, and they're trying to keep the game more open than they did against us, which was a bit of a clog up. And so it's
a lovely ground here too, so it's much more conducive to playing a running game.
Yeah,
it really does. It's an excellent deck tonight. It looks really good.
It's
particularly under lights.
Yeah,
it looks quite good under lights.
It's quite similar to Theby Oval.
It is actually.
I shouldn't call it Thebydon. We're not allowed to call it that. It's the Adelaide Airport Stadium.
The Adelaide Airport Stadium.
AKA Theby Oval. And that's a very similar oval, which all SAWFL finals will be played at that ground. If you don't know when they are, they're all on the website.
I'll definitely suit the West Adelaide team. They've got the first clearance here.
Well, it's a torrid affair in there. Both teams are actually holding their own in all the stoppages and trying to clear that ball. I've just noticed, I don't think Fiona Clancy's playing tonight.
She's not actually, which is a shame, an absolute shame for Ingle Farm, being one of their best players and former, I'd say probably 6 or 7 times leading goal kicker for the SAWFL.
Yeah, easily.
She's been playing the back lines for Ingle Farm, mopping up, but unfortunately, her presence will be sorely missed by Ingle Farm, that's for sure.
Yeah, she was named earlier. It must have been a late withdrawal for some reason.
Oh, and Sejunary's done well. She's trying to bullet through the pack.
Sejunaryy, yep.
Sejunaryy. And she's got the free kick for her troubles.
Yeah, she tends to attract premium on ballers, Jess Sejunaryy, even though
she does.
Even though she's only played 23 games, this is her second season playing AFL.
And there's Emily Woods. That's excellent work by Woods there, mopping up on the back.
Kicks to a one-on-one between McDermott and Alana Brown. And Brown's got won the free.
McDermott might be giving the umpire a bit of a spray there.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I thought it was a pretty fair contest. Maybe the umpire didn't like the Guernsey being pulled up.
And to Gabriel's, she's given a bit of a cheapie there.
Yeah, she did.
I think she did try and pull up, but I don't think there was any.
We'll call that the Vickery tackle. Kelly Spence, she had it out of the ruck. She could have cleared that ball.
Who's that on the bottom of the pack?
So so Ingle Farm have drawn another free kick at the bottom of the pack, and that's Sejunaryy again.
That's got to be for holding the ball, and it's unlucky to Tolson.
Yeah, Jess Sejunaryy, once she gets that penetration in her kick, she'll definitely give some teams trouble.
Well, that's the reason why she attracts those premium ballers. She's got excellent physical.
Yeah, she's got stamina. She's quick,
powerful. Yes.
Yeah.
So once she gets that nous, and she's on her own. Oh no, someone's going to her here. She's not closely guarded, and she's got it. So they've got to look at that.
Yeah, I reckon that was a throw in there at the bottom of the pack, and we've got back to Burford, the ruckman. And we haven't really moved a metre at all, but we are probably about 20 out of the 50-metre mark at the northern end for Ingle Farm.
Tolson de Gabriel's had plenty, and there's Sampson just brushing her aside. Well done.
It's a really good smother by an Ingle Farm player, Anne Hatchard. She was the one that took that great mark inside the defensive 50 late in the quarter.
Oh, that's right. And
so they're definitely holding their own, and with their skills building.
So that was Catherine Reynolds there that had that kick down the wing to McDermott, who we've mentioned earlier in the broadcast, and that's a good kick. Is that crisp? Surely.
Crispy, yeah. What I'm noticing is
she's a long way from home though, by the looks of it.
What I'm noting with West is they're playing this chip game. When they're under pressure, They're tending to chip the ball around, and that's a fantastic kick towards goal. Can't quite see who it was.
Trying to mop up there. And there's Killian she's at the bottom of that pack.
Some of the Ingle Farm defenders will be a bit nervous right now where the ball is probably about 30 metres out.
Straight out.
Dead in front.
You can see DeGabriel just wandering in, unmarked. She'll be looking for this kick right now. Oh, she's got it too. And
you can see the a little bit of inexperience of the Ingle Farm, where one of the key forwards was able to sneak out the back towards the goals. But
always got to have someone.
They've done very well with a good disciplined tackle from Alana Brown.
Line, don't you? And that's she's dropped the mark, unfortunately, but.
And that's where Segenary lets herself down, with those kind of skills, and instead of taking that mark and being a clear defensive exit out of 50.
She's working hard though tonight.
Oh yeah, no, she works hard, but that'll come. This is where Ingle Farm are at the moment, and once
Segenary's on her own again at the stoppage, and she's got it again.
She held on to umpire surely.
She's got plenty of the ball, Segenary. She's had, that's her 10th disposal so far. She's had plenty of it. It's been really even bad. And Kelly Spencer's, she's probably held on to, yes.
She's very clever the way she did that. She just didn't quite take possession of the ball.
Just a bigger body of Spence there, isn't it?
Yeah, and then she's put it inside to Anne Hatchard, who she's actually coming under my eye. She's actually playing quite well.
She's quite a good kick there into the centre to 13.
Oh, Emily Goots Woods again. She's everywhere. Oh, that's good clearance.
Broken out of the pack, and that's.
Oh, Danielle Crisp handball was a bit awry. Shannon Solly picking it up off the back. Oh, she only just got rid of it there.
Fortunately, she followed up her work, and there's
It just feels like there's a bit of spice has picked up in the game.
Now.
And what's happened here?
It's a high by the looks of it.
So, against Westies.
Who's got that?
Anne Hatchard again with that ball. She's starting to pick up some touches, Anne Hatchard.
Yeah, plenty of touches.
That's not a bad kick, actually. Not down the middle.
See it go. That's an interesting handball.
It certainly was.
Catherine Reynolds has got.
Catherine Reynolds, is that number 16?
I'm pretty sure it's Catherine Reynolds. Segenary's away there, and unfortunately, and there's Catherine the Reynolds. Woman of the moment held on to again, surely umpire. It's another scrap heap at the moment.
Well, Ingle Farm have in between centre and their 50, which is a great result for them. And then we've got a kicking in danger. I think that'll be Ingle Farm again. Oh, no. It's the lady of the moment, I think, with the ball. Yeah. Talia Barrett, first touch, I'd say. And she's turned it over, straight over to Segenary.
Didn't realise
She's
Talia Barrett
dancing
was on the field.
around. Yeah, she is. She's picked it up again. It's dangerous here.
Very dangerous handball. They're lucky they can.
And Hannah Crump runs it over for a point, but Ingle Farm are pushing. The game seems to have just gone up a cog.
Cardinal Sin that handballing across the centre of the goal.
I suppose that lateral kick, if you're in your defensive 50, you must clear the ball. It has to be a total uncontested
especially
one-on-one.
When you can't kick 50, 60 metres.
Or kick it out of there.
So, not sure what's happening here. They've been awarded a goal.
Wow.
Not sure what happened there.
If any of our listeners can call in and let us know what happened.
Yes,
but
tweet in, tell us what happened.
Yeah.
Not sure what.
Just looking at the Harvey Norman Factory Outlet Hisense goal scoring board, and it's flashing goal for Ingle Farm, and that makes it a 3-point ball game.
So we'll have to find out who that goal kicker was. So that'd be interesting. I thought the goal kicker was a West Adelaide player.
So they all must be feeling the pressure out there with Westies with this big game.
An excellent tap there. Unfortunately, it goes.
See, this is where
one player on the field. You don't want it to go to that.
And that's the second player you don't want it to be in the hands of.
Yep.
Is Rachel Killian.
That's a beautiful kick.
Who's that? Rebecca Marshall. Amy with the ball out there on the wing. Inside 50 she is.
It's a very congested forward line there. Michelle O'Brien handballs it out, she's taken it on.
It's a throw, umpire.
And is that Killian there kicking the ball?
I think that was Emma Sampson, was it? Michelle O'Brien
wobbly old kick.
Takes a steadying mark, and that's a clever kick. That's gets it into that safety of the boundary.
Especially for a developing side. That's exactly
You want to go? Just getting heckled from the crowd again. And the crowd seems to have built. There's people still rolling in, so if you're around the place, get down here to...
it's an excellent night for footy.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Look at the Adelaide skyline, or lack thereof, in the background.
It's just fantastic. Well, no, we can see the Hilton from here. It's just beautiful. But City Mazda Stadium, they've turned it on tonight. They've given us great weather.
They've got a free kick here to...
Ingle Farm again.
Not sure who that is over there, the far wing. Oh, and looks like Sampson crashing into that pack.
I'll tell you what you do notice about West Adelaide is when they tend to get in strife and not winning clearances, they tend to... they'll ruck Jade Blake, and Emma Sampson will go in as the third on baller. With her...
A bit like a Dean Cox, Nat Nui kind of arrangement there.
Yeah.
Gabriel's missed her target, unfortunately.
O'Brien to Solly. Can they clear this defensive 50? It's a dangerous kick, but she's hit Sedgenary. Unlucky that she hit like a big puddle of mud.
I thought that was good defending by Ingle Farm so far. This is a dangerous spot.
Oh.
They've all gone up for the mark. And Michelle O'Brien there, that's well done by her.
Well, that's a good tackle by De Gabriel, and I think that would be holding the ball. Now, this is definitely out of De Gabriel's
so she's
range.
What would you say? About 35 out?
Yeah.
She's an accurate kick, but not a
long kick.
Not a long kick. She's only a little fella, so we'll
I think what you'll find is she'll either run around, or she'll if they don't block her in that inside corridor where Alana Brown's onto it, she'll maybe try... Oh, no, she's going for it.
Oh, she could get the distance here.
Oh, she's proved us wrong. Well done to Gabrielle. What a goal.
And experience. She's stood up. They really needed a goal then.
Oh, hang on. He's called it a goal. Yeah, look, that was fantastic play by De Gabriel. Discipline, went back, banged it through.
Just got it over the top of the last line of the...
I think if we had the option of goal review, there might have been a call for for upstairs.
Might have been 2 calls so far.
Yeah, I wish we'd seen what happened down the Ingle Farm goals.
Umpires are doing a reasonable job so far, though.
Not
had much to do.
I don't think you could complain. Vicky Burford's won that tap again in the ruck.
And unfortunately, that's Catherine Reynolds again's come away with it. Bridge has overshot it, but she could pick it up here again.
That's Killian back to Reynolds.
And then over the top to Bridge is still running. And that Michelle O'Brien over there again.
Michelle O'Brien, cleverly around. Yep. Oh, and someone's put their hands in the back. That's just a bit of inexperience by, I think her name's Jennifer Dew.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, Jennifer Dew. 29 games, 4 times in the best. So, that's a handy little player.
High wobbly kick, and
I think that's Vicky Burford again. It's the ruckman.
That's an excellent mark.
She's everywhere, pushing back to be that defensive spare in the defensive 50.
It's an excellent mark, and it's a good kick once again. Gone wide.
They're just struggling a bit at the moment, the Bulldogs, to clear that defensive 50.
And she's got it back again.
I'd like to see a bit more movement coming here from the Bulldogs, and that's a better kick outside that 50.
Very stationary. She could.
Ash Bridge has pushed that back in, and Shannon Sully, not paid the mark.
She's taken a good mark back with the flight there, and that's once again.
Emma Sampson, Dewey ball, just puts the mitts up, takes it, calms things down.
She'll have another boot into the 50 here.
Just a really classy player.
That's a bit of tunnelling there.
So Danielle Cresp, good contest, and here comes that lateral kick. I love that lateral kick into the forward 50.
Beautiful footy there. That's that Killian on the end of that kick.
And unlike I thought De Gabriel would kick this, Killian, I reckon we mark this one in the book and she'll probably...
and we'll commentator's curse her there.
Yeah, we'll commentator's curse her.
Probably miss it now.
And she's kicking from what?
But she is a bit closer than De Gabriel. She's probably only 25 out. She should slot it.
Oh, it's a lovely kick. And yes...
we've done our research.
So Westies, two majors in a row. And the Regency show screens and wardrobes scoreboard has a lot of flashing going on.
Well, they really needed those goals.
Oh, look, they were under the pump, weren't they? 3 points. No one would have guessed that would happen in the second quarter.
We certainly didn't.
And so the score, West Adelaide 4 goals 3-27 and Ingle Farm 2 goals straight, 12.
Making the most of their opportunities, Ingle Farm, that's for sure. Another good tap.
She's really dominating that ruck, Vicky Burford.
They might have to do something about that at half-time. Coach Maidman.
Yeah, I suppose...
Oh, and that's...
I suppose what they think is that they don't necessarily need to win the tap, but they'll still win the stoppage.
Which they are.
And as we speak, Catherine Reynolds steams out and hits Killian.
Oh, she's...
One hand, one bounce.
A bit of sloppy defending there. And that's a very unselfish kick. And she's got it back.
It's great. Great play.
She looks like it could...
Oh, it's bounced through for a point to the right.
Unfortunately, didn't have the Angus Montfrey's bounce on that one.
Look, that was a fantastic transition out of the middle. Won the stoppage, 3 kicks in.
O'Brien's played on here. That's an interest. Oh, she's just hit her teammate. I think that's Alana Brown.
Yeah, that's Alana Brown.
Don't see Chook play on very often these days.
They're still pretty well inside their 50. And
who's the umpire going to pay that to? Oh, he's paid it to West Adelaide. Much to the chagrin of the crowd.
Shannon Solly better get that ball back or she'll give away a 50 if she's not... And there's that lateral kick into the forward 50 again.
Oh, and she's been nutmegged. And who's running onto it? It's Carly Tolson.
Carly Tolson. Oh, she sprayed it.
Kicked a very similar goal last week. And unfortunately, she's a bit sore after that.
Yeah, so West Adelaide kicking a couple of points where they probably could have scored.
Yes, they probably should have those last two.
So it's still a 17-point margin to West Adelaide.
Oh, it's dangerous.
Well, we've got a 4-on-3 here, and Danielle Crest, she's just so...
excellent handball. Oh, is she going to... handballs. That's a fantastic...
Are they overusing it? No.
Excellent finish.
It's a great finish on the left.
On the left. Curled it around. That was beautiful football.
Who was that that kicked that goal?
I think it was Catherine Reynolds.
It was number 13. Lisa Maselli.
Ah, yes.
And that gives her 13 goals for the season, so she's right up there in double figures.
It was an excellent finish.
Yeah, I wonder if she's left-footed. I don't know much about Lisa Maselli.
Yes, we might be telling she's a great left foot, and she's actually left.
Yeah, well, we'll have to make sure when we watch her next kick, see what her dominant is.
It was very clever handball by Danielle Crest there. Very unselfish, and that's a great tap down to De Gabriel.
Yeah, and there's that run from behind that we talk about with West Adelaide.
Coming out to the high half forward in Ashley Bridge. It's a good tussle there with Alana Brown.
So they've taken Alana Brown out of the middle and chucked her in the half-back flank. Lilla Berry kicks forward. Lilla Berry, Kelly Spence. She played on and now she's been caught holding the ball.
Unfortunately, just a bit of composure there, that's what they needed.
Yeah, totally agree with you, Christy. Bit of composure, maybe go back, have your kick, play some possession footy. And that's that difference between the sides, isn't it?
That's where they're getting stuck. They're just getting stuck off half-back, unfortunately, Ingle Farm. They just don't have that clean disposal.
Yeah. Whereas, like West Adelaide have moved the ball down with 2 kicks, 2 marks, and now they're nearly inside 50. Oh, they're inside 50.
Just drops the mark.
Tell you what,
she's looking for a teammate to run.
Very impressed with Danielle Crest's game tonight. Like, we know that she's a classy player.
And she's running on.
That's her second lateral kick into the forward 50 to take a mark inside goal kicking territory.
So that's 13 again.
Yeah, Lisa Maselli. Can she make it 14 for the season?
Now we'll have to see if she's a left footer or a right footer. It looks like she's a left footer.
She's a lefty. No wonder she could kick that ball so well.
Poor defending there by Ingle Farm. Just a spare player. Looks like it could be Catherine Reynolds there.
Yeah, that's Contitas.
I can't get them right tonight, can
Kiki Contitas. Oh, they definitely have similar kind of hair and builds.
I'm not sure if she's got this,
short and sporty.
I'm not sure if she's got this distance. No.
She's laid it up. She used a 9 on.
Gabriel's at the front of the pack. And the umpire's in the way.
It's tight in there. It's touched.
Geez, they scrambled their way through that. And looks like that Sedgenary's on.
Michelle O'Brien's gone down the guts.
That's a dangerous
kick. She's lucky. He didn't pay it, but it's... they're all around.
By Tolson.
So 1 on 5 in there. Well done, Lila Berry, to clear the ball.
Oh, no, they all want a piece of it.
Well, there's 15 seconds left on the clock, and I think Ingle Farm have done very well to push that ball outside their defensive 50.
Yes, it's very well done there. Michelle O'Brien's definitely taking the kick outs well. And that's Sedgenary again. She's been...
very lucky. As the siren blows for half-time down here at City Mazda Stadium. And on the Regency Shower Screens and Wardrobes scoreboard, we've got West Adelaide 5 goals 6, 36. In front of Ingle Farm 2 goals 12 for a margin of 24 points. But it's been a really entertaining first half.
Yeah, not sure if that really tells the story, that scoreboard. They definitely got a couple of goals that they really needed to get, but Ingle Farm had plenty of the ball that quarter. They just couldn't, unfortunately, get it out over the centre line.
Yeah, I think those 2 late goals by West kind of stopped the flow, but it wasn't a scoreline that we'd be thinking that during the second quarter there'd be 3 points between these two sides.
No, that's for sure. Both teams look pretty tired there coming off. There's been some hard running by both teams, actually. None more so than I think Emily Woods she got a bit quieter there in that second quarter, but only because the ball didn't really go down her end.
I think the feature of West Adelaide's game is their ability to have composure once they get inside that forward 50, even when there's a lot of congestion, and they'll centre the ball and always hit up that hot spot, and which gives them their best opportunity to score goals, which is how they got those 2 with De Gabriel and Kilian kicking 2
right
from
out in front, wasn't it?
Point blank range, and that'll be something for Ingle Farm to have a think about, and
Just need to clog. They really need to focus on clogging that easy avenue to goal, don't they?
Well, they really need to tighten up with that man on man in the back half. You can't afford to have players running around taking marks in your defensive 50.
Well, they've had West Adelaide had plenty of inside 50s. They had 8 inside 50s that quarter and 5 marks. So probably a bit too easy. Probably getting a few too many easy marks, you would think, for the West Adelaide team. Although they'd be happy with the team sharing it around. Very unselfish play by all of the forwards there for West Adelaide. Killian and Cress gave a few handballs away when they could have had shots themselves.
Yep. So at the moment, best on for Westies. At the moment,
you'd probably think Emma Sampson has touched the ball plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
Look, had 14 disposals for the quarter, so that's a pretty good number for a big-bodied player.
Yeah.
She's covered plenty of ground too. As you said, they've switched her into the ruck rather than roving off the half-back line. So she's been playing as an on-baller. Yeah.
So Jade Blake does the majority of the rucking, and then Emma Sampson will play as a midfielder.
So it happened to good effect. I mean, it just as soon as she swapped into the ruck, they've scored 2 goals, and she really rakes the kicks into the forward 50, doesn't she?
Yeah, I've been pretty impressed with the small brigade in the centre with Contitas. They're obviously changing in the forward line with Contitas, Reynolds. Who else have we got there?
They're very quick, and I guess they get under the get out under the noses of their Ingle Farm opponents. They're just smaller. They're just getting out easy.
Yeah. And Kirsty de Gabriel, I think she's been very solid.
Her experience has definitely showed today, hasn't it?
Yeah.
She just comes, she sits off the back, runs in right at the right time.
Yeah. How many possessions has she had?
Well, I did miss a few in the second quarter. She had 5 in the first quarter. I think she would have had a lot more in the second quarter. She'd be sitting right around 16, 17. She's touched it plenty of times.
Yeah, she definitely, for me, she's the cog in that middle that just keeps running and running, and you don't think that she's dominating a game, and then you look down at her stats and she's touched it, half a dozen at least. A dozen times at least.
And she's very clever with her use of the ball too, isn't she? Doesn't waste it. As we said, doesn't have a huge kick, but I think she knows her limitations and she works within them quite well. And
she also has a really strong defensive game as well. For me, you can have your premium on ballers that are really okay running with the flow of the ball when we're pushing forward, but she also pushes back, and you'll see her do defensive stuff in the defensive 50, which is a credit to De Gabs.
Is that something that's always been in her game, or something she's developed as she's got older and more games under her belt?
Oh no, I think she's a natural competitor. That's whether she's got the ball or she hasn't got the ball, she just wants the ball. Yeah,
that's a good quality to have, isn't it?
Yeah. And how do you think Westie's back six have held up?
Well, they didn't have to do that much work that quarter, did they? But the half back line, there's certainly a little bit of instability there at that half back line. Once they get through there.
Yeah, no, I tend to agree. I think sometimes it's it's pretty tough being a dominant side, and then all of a sudden the ball comes in the forward 50, and you might feel like you're out of touch a little.
Yeah, definitely. And as we said, there's Talia Barrett's down there, which didn't realise she was actually playing today. Got her first touch, and another decorated former South Australian player who gives plenty of run off the half back line. Hasn't touched the ball at all tonight. Just touched it maybe once.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, if Ingle Farm can get it in there, and they've shown they can convert when they can get it in there.
Yeah.
So I think if they can use the ruck to their advantage, they're definitely with a shot.
Yeah, I think Ingle Farm were obviously quite strong for a quarter and a half, and then they have that last 10 minutes lapse that we spoke about earlier. About that's the inexperience, and definitely. but definitely taking it up to Westies is sitting second on the ladder at the moment. So we've got Ingle Farm sitting fourth.
So I've had 4 wins for the season, so I think that might include a couple of maybe one forfeit.
Yeah, I think they've had a forfeit against Centrals.
But Westies are that's 4 games behind, I think, first place. But they're definitely making 3 games. They're definitely making their run for the finals now.
Yeah,
beating the undefeated Morphettville Park.
Yeah, and I suppose for all those fans of women's footy out there, the format this year with having a 5-team Division 1 competition is that whoever finishes minor premier goes straight into the grand final. So we're just going to have an elimination final between whoever finishes on the ladder 2 and 3.
I think it really rewards the consistency throughout the season, which I think is a positive thing for women's football, rather than just rewarding a team who can get in a few players on the day. So I think it's definitely a good move for the.
Oh yeah, I think it's been a bit of discussion around the traps in regards to whether having the two divisions is a good thing or a bad thing. And I think we're in that transition phase where we're going over to Channel 9 Adelaide Amateur Football League. So we're working really hard to build our numbers, and we're hoping that exposure will actually build that comp, so we'll get some SAWFL sides that want to put in a women's team next year. Yeah,
definitely. I think hopefully events like this, and with role models like Catherine Mulvihill, hopefully she'll inspire the next generation of women footy players in
Absolutely,
Adelaide.
absolutely. So if there's any girls or women out there that want to play footy, make sure you jump on the website and find your local club. And we have an under-16s comp still running at the moment. There's still 4 weeks to go with that.
Still looking for players, so if you want to...
Oh, absolutely.
If you want to come out and have a run, or you have a sister or a friend that wants to come out and have a run, there's definitely, I think, pretty much all the teams that have spots, and there's clubs all around Adelaide. I think all the areas are pretty well serviced.
Yep.
Probably aside from the west side, or West Adelaide have an under-16 team, don't they?
Yeah, West Adelaide and Morville Park have both got under-16, so it's pretty exciting. All right, well, we're going to have a half-time break, so we'll be back in a short while, and hopefully you'll still tune in and find out what happens in Mulver Hill's 300 game.
Anything can happen.
In the heat of the action, every choice you make has a huge impact.
You've got to make the right decisions. If you want to be a game changer,
You can't afford to take unnecessary risks.
or rush into something that you might regret.
Whether you're in heavy traffic
or you've got room to move,
You still have to be in complete control.
just one decision.
One small thing.
one lapse in concentration.
And your whole world could change.
If you can run,
You can run.
If you can kick,
You can kick.
If you can score,
you can score.
Whether a person is gay or straight,
shouldn't matter in sport.
ability, attitude,
and effort is what counts.
if you can play,
You can play.
if you can play,
You can play.
If you can play,
You can play.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I want to marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard we can go. No one will know. Oh, come on, girl. Who cares if we're trash? Got a pocket full of cash we can blow. Shots of Patrol. And it's on, girl. Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready. 'Cause it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I want to marry you. Oh, I'll go get a ring, let the choir bells sing like ooh. So what you wanna do? Let's just run, girl. If we wake up and you wanna break up, that's cool.
Welcome back, listeners. We're back here at City Mazda Stadium. The ball just up now.
Oh, and that's Sampson in there trying to get the clearance out. Ingle Farm will need to be right up for the contest straight away here, or they might find themselves blown out of the park. And that's DeGabriel, who we've mentioned in the half-time break, getting a good handball away, follows up her work.
It's a great tackle there by young Bulldog. Ingle Farm, West Adelaide have
Reynolds puts it out in front.
cleared again.
It's good chase there by Ingle Farm. And that's Killian puts it in front. The Ingle Farm have cleared it out well to the wing here. They might even be on. She's got it inside the line. Oh.
There's Michelle O'Brien again with that penetrating kick with the exit out of defensive 50.
They might find themselves with a freak. No, it's going to be a ball up. And that's, I think that's DeGabriel again around the, no, that's Reynolds from out the back. DeGabriel's got it, giving it back to Reynolds. That's a second inside 50 for the quarter there. Ingle Farm mopping it up. Oh, and they've got it out here.
Lila Berry's put it into the middle.
Oh, and that's Sedgenary chasing after it. She showed good speed there. She's picked it up. And she's...
Tara McDermott did really well in that one-on-one.
That was very clever ball work by Tara.
She was beaten for pace, but she just outbodied her and was able to get the clearance, and then they've hit up.
Oh, that's
Danielle Crest, then to Rachel Killian, and they're going to get another inside 50.
Oh, it's a sloppy kick, unfortunately, but it could be to the advantage, and that's Maselli there.
Oh, good tackle there by, I'm not quite sure who that was.
Gone there. Is that holding the ball? No. Hit the goalpost.
Number 31 for Ingle Farm. I'm not quite sure who that is, but it was a great tackle. Good chase. Shannon Antrobus.
So we have... it's gone down to Killian by the looks of it. Nesta Gabriel once again. I hope that Michelle O'Brien will see it over the line there.
Yeah, Michelle O'Brien pushes it over the line for another point for West Adelaide. They're certainly pushing. I think Ingle Farm's absorbing the pressure quite well.
They are. I think their back six is reasonably solid. Unfortunately, the problem seems to come a bit... And that's a reasonable kick. Unfortunately, overshot it.
Ingle Farm's got a free back there. I'm not quite sure what it's for. That's Hatchard again. Liked her game, Hatchard. Don't know much about her, but
Oh, and she's unfortunately put that one out in the
full. Gave her the commentator's curse. She's put it out in the full.
So who's that with the kick over there?
That's Rebecca Marshall.
Yes, it's Rebecca Marshall.
Puts it inside 50, and then Lisa Maselli takes a good grab. Good contested mark inside 50.
Oh, and Killian's roving around the back here. She picked it up and the Gabriel around the body, and she's slotted it. That's an excellent finish by DeGabriel.
Look, it was typical Westie play with, the tall going for the mark and the small getting in the right position where they can receive that handball back to have that opportunity to kick the goal. And they've done it well all night. They've done it on all parts of the ground.
Yeah, and DeGabriel's jogging back to the centre, so she's working really hard tonight. Working both ends of the field too. She doesn't just run one way.
So it's a goal to West Adelaide, makes a score. West Adelaide 6 goals 7-43 to Ingle Farm 2 goals zip to 12.
Almost an excellent clearance there by Ingle Farm.
And they're starting to sneak away, Westies, with a 31-point lead, and we're 5 minutes in third quarter.
Sedgenary's away again. That's a reasonable kick, and there's
the woman of the moment takes a fantastic block.
Puts the shepherd on. Oh, and she could be away here. Take a doesn't get the bounce up, and she's got 3 Ingle Farm players coming onto her, and there's Bridge bursting.
That was well done.
And she's kicked it over the top. Over the top, and that's Kiki by the looks of it. And that's excellent follow-up work from Bridge there, and she's put it out in front just a bit too far to the advantage of Michelle O'Brien, unfortunately. And she's not going to go across goal. And that's good work by Michelle O'Brien.
She hits up Lila Berry.
It's beautiful.
With a beautiful drop punt.
That's another good drop punt there. Unfortunately, to a 3-on-1 situation. They've got out of that, Ingle Farm.
Well, I think that shows what'll start to happen now with the game is we'll tend to have more West Adelaide players doing that gut running. And but as we say that,
Sedgenary's run on again. Speaking of gut running, but they've got it back. Here's Sampson. Oh, She's taken a few too many.
She accelerated out of that and
just got it away to Killian.
Hits Killian lace up just inside the forward 50.
It's a careful kick, probably a bit too careful there. She's copped a high one there.
Danielle Cress.
Cress, that's a terrible
It's an ambitious kick, wasn't it, into the forward 50 when she had a 2-on-1 her way. And
that's another. It's a very dangerous kick. Sampson loves those situations.
Yeah, it just seems to me that Ingle Farm has stopped running a bit. There seems to be a few free Westies players all through the forward 50.
I don't know who that is. Who's that wandering in the 50? There's three of them. I think that's Bridge bursting through there.
She really hit that well, Ashley Bridge.
Very hard at the 40, Ashley Bridge.
And the umpire's called for a ball up deep inside Westie's forward 50.
Don't know if they can punch it through from here, but they'll need to get it. Is that far enough for a mark? Doesn't matter. She slotted it through anyway. It might be Lisa Maselli over there.
It's Kirsty. It's Danielle Cress, classy player, just finishes really well. De Gabriel just pushed that ball forward into the forward 50. I think it was a matter of time before Westie scored. They've been pushing for the last couple of minutes with Ingle Farm just holding on, but
the premiership quarter, as they say, and it looks like this is really where Westies are coming to the fore.
So 12 minutes left on the clock with West 7 goals 7-49 to Ingle Farm 2 goals flat. A 37-point margin. Heading up towards my prediction of 52, I'd say.
Well, Westies do have the ability to pile it on, so you never know.
One thing I can say though is Ingle Farm's endeavour has been excellent.
Outstanding. They've given a contest, without a doubt.
They certainly have.
Sampson to Gabriel, Reynolds, and that's Tolson out there on the wing.
And there were all those little runners that we talked about at half time.
Ashley Bridge, that's beautiful football until that last moment. Good bump off the ball there, and Killian could.
That's got to be holding the ball, umpire. Unlucky Ingle Farm. They worked very hard to try and lock that ball in defensively, and they were unlucky not to get that call because I think that was an incorrect disposal by Rachel Killian.
They did miss that opportunity there, didn't they? It was beautiful running football.
Yeah, look, there was a little fumble by, I think it might have been Kiki Contitas.
Yes, I think it was Kiki.
And, but it is a dewy ball.
It is.
Tough conditions as it gets later in the night.
And that's once again over the back.
It's a good tackle in, deep in. That's
here we go.
Hatchard again.
Gabriel's got it again. Oh, that's excellent effort there. And they're following through. That's
Catherine Reynolds. I think she's slotted it through.
Bit too easy there for West Adelaide now.
And I think this is what we predicted with regards to the ability for Ingle Farm to stay with. They've put in a fantastic first half.
Yeah, they have.
And now they're just struggling to get their hands on it.
The effort's still there, so if they can keep this intensity up, hopefully they can stop a blowout. Give them something going forward.
So ball's brought back into the middle and we've got Blake and Burford again going at it. Blake won that tap very, very convincingly. And looks like it'll be congested and another ball up.
Not many clear clearances. The ruck's been a fantastic battle tonight. There's Catherine Reynolds. Good body contact there. Well, that's 3 stoppages in a row we've had so far.
Great tackle by Emma Sampson.
There's to Gabriel. Kicks it off the ground, right into the centre. Westies could be away here if they can pick it up cleanly. No, they can't. Could have been in the back there for Tolson. They're really throwing themselves at the footy at the moment, the girls.
I think Ingle Farm have realised that they've got to get themselves back into this match, so they're really throwing themselves at the ball and attempting to push it forward, which is their style of play, and they're actually forward a centre by about 5 metres, so they've got something done.
1 metre at a time.
Yeah. It's a game of metres.
So we've got another stoppage here. The umpire's arm.
What's that, 5 stoppages in a row?
Might be getting a bit tired. That's a beautiful tap there. De Gabriel gets it back. And that's not quite inside 50. That's a good mark just on the cusp. And there's Michelle O'Brien sitting back in the hole. And they should finish off here. Yes, they do. That's
Lisa Maselli. Lisa Maselli kicked that goal.
Michelle O'Brien just sat in front, went over the top.
Really interesting. I think the structure of Westies is just starting to show through. Like, you know, they play that 3-man forward line.
Beautiful running play. That's De Gabriel's 7th disposal for the quarter, so she's seen plenty of it.
Yeah.
And used it very well there.
And it plays directly into the hands of Westies with having that congestion in the middle, so they can have a nice open forward line, which just then they transitioned it with a couple of hand passes and 1 kick, and then results in a goal.
That's more congestion. That could be in the back there. No, the umpire doesn't call it. The wings really getting drawn in at the moment. It's good.
Look, Ingle Farm are definitely holding their own at these stoppages, but as you can see, Kirsty de Gabriel's floated out the back, which what Westies will do.
Unfortunately for Ingle Farm, it didn't go there this time. And
so we've got
Brown chasing the ball. Should have picked the ball up there.
Oh, she's got nowhere to go. That's got to be deliberate. We don't really play deliberate here at SAWFL.
Unfortunately, can't pay the deliberate call, but was
Alana,
probably a textbook version of it.
Alana Brown had spun around a few times, maybe a little disorientated. Oh, that's hard and tough in there. That's great footy.
Excellent attack on the footy. And they're fired up, these girls. This isn't just another game. Good battle in the ruck once again. And got another ball up. There's a bit of fight down there.
Yeah, not surprising seeing Sedgenary right in the middle of it all, with all the small on ballers, and they're out again here.
That's De Gabriel, and she looks like she's going to follow up her work. Oh, it doesn't quite get it back.
It's fantastic work by De Gab. She's run 25 metres to get that second handball with her after her kick. It's just fantastic play by her.
So it goes out wide to Tolson, tries to put the Sheffield on.
Crespi didn't see that one coming, but you know, even a 3-on-1 and they're still winning the footy.
Oh, Sampson just too strong, and that's a beautiful kick. Oh, just drops the mark. Might have been a bit put off by her teammate there. Comes out the back. Looks like Killian over there might kick it. She's
been caught.
Sells the candy and not taken at all.
Maybe a little bit of lack of talk, but an excellent tackle there in the forward 50. Sorry, defensive 50 for Ingle Farm. Still number 14. I think she's had much of the ball, but that's Jasmine Antrobus. So they've cleared their defensive 50, which is good. But Westies have got that possession and coming straight back in via guess who? De Gabriel.
It's her 10th disposal for the quarter. So
that's unbelievable.
She's everywhere at the moment. And Alana Brown, she plays on. Yes, that's good work by Ashley Bridge. But probably once again, Alana Brown probably doesn't need to play on there right out in front. So Ashley Bridge is probably 35 straight out in front. A reasonable goal kick, Ashley Bridge.
You'd have to think that she'll put. I think she's kicked 6 goals. Pretty sure she's kicked 6. Lining up for her 7th of 2014.
She's been really hard at the ball. Doesn't quite make the distance. Who's Killian's run? Really hard at that.
She had a beautiful leap. It was unlucky. She just got under it.
Probably would have held the ball maybe a bit at drier ball. Mm-hmm. And Westies there's another player alone in there. Right at the top of the goal square here. She's dangerous.
Oh, look, they're just dominating now, and that's what we spoke about at half-time, with their ability to run through the game. And as I say it again, Segenary clears the ball. And Mulvey's on the trot.
And this is
So they're actually forward of centre, Ingle Farm, which is excellent. And they'll hold it up here for a stoppage, I'd say. And umpire's called a ball up. And this is where Emma Sampson takes the ruck against Vicky Burford, and looks like it's going out towards the wing. Anybody's ball. Oh, and out the back with Ingle Farm.
And Segenary's on here. If she can pick it up cleanly, she doesn't. Kelly
Spence has been really quiet tonight, hasn't she?
They've kind of left her out there on her own.
Yeah,
really.
she kind of had a few touches in the second quarter, but... Oh, that's a costly drop by... Who was it? Can't see. It was a great...
Berry's done well there. And she's been
It's a great tackle. That was Anne Hatchard again. She's had a fantastic... I think that was Kiki Contitas that dropped that mark.
Oh, unfortunately.
So they've got an inside 50.
Segenary flies.
Guess who? Popping it out, the defensive 50, and Emma Sampson. And Ingle Farm have pushed everybody forward, so Killian's out on her own, and that open space.
Wheels around.
Danielle Cress, what a superstar. She's just...
Coast to coast.
Oh, it's...
Michelle O'Brien.
Michelle O'Brien,
Yeah. Got a few nervous moments, but it's all West Adelaide. Ashley Bridge is doing her best, but...
So at the moment, we've got West Adelaide 9 goals, 8, 62. Ingle Farm 2 goals, 12. So it's a margin of 50 points exactly at this stage. And there's a good...
That's in the back there to Tolson. No, not called.
Look, Ingle Farm are really hanging in there. It's 2 minutes 13 to go on the clock. They're hanging in there. It'd be nice to see them score prior to three-quarter time.
Yeah, they've only had just the one inside 50, so it'd be good to see them get it in there a few more times.
Danielle Cresp is dominating in that forward 50.
And Ashley Bridge has had plenty of it.
Plenty of it.
Couple of minutes. That's off the ball. Rachel Killian. She probably won't get the distance here, but there's
no one on the mark.
Emma Sampson's free right in the middle.
There's that lateral kick again.
She's all on her own, Emma Sampson. And
any teams out there who play AFL, you've got to man up in the defensive 50 and watch that lateral kick.
And Sampson will definitely have the distance here. You'd think she'd slot this quite easily.
Yeah, I think she might fall just a bit short. I reckon the ball might be getting a little bit heavy by the way it's being kicked. But we're all behind you there, Sambo. Bang it through, mate. She's coming in right now, off the boot. Looks pretty good. Looks very good. And that's home.
It's too easy. Didn't even raise a sweat doing that, Emma Sampson.
Yeah, she's just popped it over the top of the last line there.
You can't leave
for another major.
Can't leave anyone on their own in the defensive 50, but in particular someone who can finish like that.
Oh, I think it's key to Westie's game is having those on-ballers float into that dangerous hot spot.
And that's their 12th inside 50 for the quarter. So
yeah, that's unbelievable.
They've really started to assert their dominance, I guess.
Yeah, and that's that. You know, you have to be accountable for those lateral kicks. And
here we have De Gabriel once again hanging around the back, and she's got it. And that's...
Wow. She has...
Coach Maidman will be very happy.
Oh, absolutely.
And Killian's had plenty of the ball.
And they're starting to hit each other lace out in the forward 50. And
De Gabriel again, that's her 13th disposal for the quarter.
That's unbelievable. Oh, and that's just slow away to the left.
So I've got just... Siren should be about to go.
Here we go. So, three-quarter time down here at City Mazda Stadium. We've got West Adelaide 10 goal 9, 69. Ingle Farm 2 goal 12 with a 57-point margin. So, hopefully Ingle Farm can gather themselves after a pretty slow third quarter. Come back out and maybe kick some goals and make the score a bit more
Ingle Farm just need
respectable.
To get it inside 50. They look dangerous enough when they get it there. Kelly Spence is a dangerous player sitting up on the half-forward line for them, and she hasn't got anywhere near the ball.
Well, you think she's playing quite deep inside the forward 50. You'd think that when, they've got the likes of Segenary who's moving the ball through the middle, you think that they might push Spence up a little bit higher so they can have that link player. But, whether they do that this quarter. But Westies, definitely a dominant quarter.
They won it through the middle, didn't they? The midfield just running too hard.
Whoever's playing that sweeping role in the defensive side of the stoppage is receiving the ball every time.
Handballing and getting it back. It's been excellent work. DeGabriel in particular,
What was their possession count?
So 24 so far.
Wow.
At the three-quarter mark.
Impressive.
So she's been outstanding. But the work rate has just been brilliant from her, I think. And it's not just 24 cheap disposals. They've been 24 very valuable ones too.
Yep.
I'm not sure if she's finished with a goal, but...
Yeah, she got that one down at the southern end.
Right.
It was an excellent goal.
Has been rewarded for
I didn't back her to kick it because she's made a fool of me. No, it was a fantastic quarter of footy by West Adelaide Footy Club. And they definitely deserve this 57-point lead that they currently hold.
Yeah. So 13 inside 50s for that quarter, so they're really starting to build, showing ominous signs for the last quarter. So they could absolutely run away with it here.
Yeah, I think this will be a testament to see how Ingle Farm reacts to the last quarter after being convincingly beaten in the third. Whether they can come back and kick a few goals themselves.
But they showed some good signs in the first couple of quarters. Indeed, obviously 3 points in it at one stage. So if they can just show some fight, give themselves some positives for the next few games and for the next few years, because there's definitely some players there. So Hartchard's been really good, really good tonight.
Yeah, the number 11. She's held her head up high in those green boots, that's for sure.
She's laid a couple of good tackles, which is always a good sign for a new player as well.
Yeah.
Tackling. Unfortunately, the injured player there, I think it's Kayla, was looking a bit worse for wear.
Yeah.
Copped a pretty heavy hit there from Emily Woods and might have a bit of a headache tomorrow morning. But hopefully West Adelaide can get over the line here for Mulvihill in her 300th game. Do you think we'll see Mulvihill swing into the forward line towards the end of the game?
Look, let's hope she disobeys all coaches' orders and just slips down there and gets a sneaky one.
She has to just slip down the wing, doesn't she, surely? I think the crowd would... the crowd here, and there's a lot of Catherine Mulvihill supporters, would absolutely erupt if she happened to get on the end of a major.
You'd hope that Coach Maidman has said, run wherever you like, Mulvey, it's your night, so get down there and get as many touches as you can.
She's not seeing the ball too much at the moment because the ball's not going anywhere near her, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. So, start of the fourth quarter here. You can see Ingle Farm tried to block that. Segenary's got it again. Tried to block that run from the behind, and that's the...
That's good work. That's good work.
So... Blocking the sweeper, and there's Kelly Spence, who we just mentioned, and Kelly Spence following up her work. Can she? Yes, very
She's
powerful.
done a don't argue. That's a great... Who's that? Emily Woods, I'd say.
It's got to be Emily Woods, surely. That was a textbook tackle by her.
Fantastic work, Goots.
Legs in the air.
And it's got to be 50.
Is that Spence that's given away that 50, I hope?
Yeah, I mean, that's just inexperience.
She should know better than that.
Inexperience and a bit of frustration maybe to give away that silly 50.
It's excellent work by Goots, Emily Woods. And that's to Ashley Bridge, who's had plenty of the ball in that third quarter.
Oh, she's been a fantastic link player, like always getting in the right spot and giving off. And
very hard at the ball. She's not quick, but she knows where to run.
Oh, and it's always been dangerous every time she's in that forward 30.
So now it's towards the Westies forward 50. We've got another ball up here.
How quickly did it transition from Ingle Farm taking it out the centre to just outside Westies 50 on that eastern side?
And unfortunately, a little bit of undisciplined play that got them there too. Kelly Spence. So it looks like they have switched her into the midfield.
It's good that...
Good move for them. Looks like they might be playing her spare. Well, looks Emily Woods was on her own there. Very open forward line for Ingle Farm. All around the ball, like seagulls on a chip. And that's Sampson there.
That's Hatchard at the back. Liked her game.
And that's an excellent kick.
Yeah, it's an excellent kick. She's hit up. Who'd she hit up over there? Oh, that's Nicole Turner. She's hit up, number 2.
She's trying to burst through the pack, so I'm not sure if... interesting call by the umpire there. Not sure if she disposed of that. Yeah, look, they've pushed that forward 5 metres. They're about 20 out of their forward 50. So just had a slight bit of composure and took the ball, trusted themselves a little bit more. Yeah, or, if in doubt, kick it long down the line. Alana Brown elects to punch it instead of kick it. And now she's paying the price for it. If Westies can just get it clean, I think it's Tolson there. Brown does get it back. Oh, and Ashley Bridge again with that linking handball. Look at that handball. Unfortunately, right into the mud. Certainly will be some dirty uniforms tonight. Ashley Bridge looks like she's remonstrating with the umpire there. Never short of a word or two. And that Sampson there is just floating around on her own. Oh, the ball looks like a cake of soap at the moment after hitting the deck heavily in the mud. Is that Tolson's there in the wing? Carly Tolson, clever hands. Handball. Off to Tara McDermott, who's played her role tonight. Dangerous kick. And that's Michelle O'Brien mopping up. Shannon Solly, she's a clever footballer as well. Second year playing footy. Done well tonight also, and that's Kelly Spence getting ball. She's made an impact as soon as she's got into the middle. That's 3 touches already for the quarter. Absolutely. Jess Sedgenary, well tackled. And look at that, it's 4-on-1. Emily Woods rips the ball out, kicks it forward, and Ash Bridge takes it very, very clever mark with a slippery ball. And that's got it inside 50. Oh, she's held on to there. Oh. Umpire's letting it go a bit. And he's called high. He's called it for Ashley Bridge. Ashley Bridge once again remonstrating with the umpire. She's too far out here, but one of the Ingle Farm players has slipped over. Her opponent's gotten free. Oh no, that's Maselli again. She's presented well, Maselli. How many goals she kicked? I'm not sure. I think that's her third goal, I think. I think she won't. What do you think about the distance? No, don't think she's got the distance here. Who we got sitting in the goal square? We've definitely got Killian, there's no one on the Hannah Crump. Oh no, there's no one on the goal line. She's going for Jade Blake. Just spilt it. Unlucky not to take that grab. Oh no, Emily Woods has floated down there. Not sure what she's doing. Where's Mulvey? We got Mulvey in the forward 50. Tolson's. It's touched right on the goal line. Tolson just needed a little bit more height there, but Woods has taken upon herself to reward her good form with a stint in the forward line, I guess. And Kelly Spencer's. That's a good contest. 2-on-1. It's excellent contest. Well, that's Sampson. Yeah, and that's it. And Esther Gabriel hasn't seen it. Had her head taken off there, but she's got the free kick paid against her, unfortunately. That's an interesting call. But anyway, Ingle Farm have got it here. It's going through the centre. I think that's Berry there. Oh no, she's copped a knee in the back. Goots is putting him away like flies, unfortunately. I think it really comes to the fore when the hard running of Westies is leaving Ingle Farm in their wake, I think. Westies' attack on the ball is, clearly superior. I think it shows when every time Ingle Farm try to play on, they can't. You just can't get through the tackle of Woods or to Gabrielle, Mulvey Hill, Sampson. The list goes on and on about what they're just not letting them through. Classy players that they've got running around at the moment, Westies. I'm not sure who that was. Yeah, it's Lila Berry. So it is Lila Berry. Yeah. She got a knee to the kidneys, I guess, from Woods. Not the first Ingle Farm player to be worse off after a confrontation with her. Danielle Cresp has really contributed well tonight, and there's another fantastic inside 50. But Hannah Crump's dropped that. But you just get the feeling that Westies are ready to pounce on this and score another major. Look at all the free players for Westies there. That's they're lining up for goal here. And Goots again.
Sampson to...
That's McDermott now.
And then to Gabriel just floating through.
Excellent work. That's
Joe Blake takes an uncontested chest mark, 35 out. Look, she's a beautiful kick of the football, this kid. And I think she's a fair chance to slot this.
She's really done well tonight. I think she's been very impressive. It's a wobbler, but it might go
I've definitely
through.
put the commentator mockers on her, didn't I? But
That
who's
was a
that?
wobbler, but
Michelle O'Brien, deep in defensive 50.
no one else. The crowd's getting into it here.
Getting a bit unruly. I think it's the Moorfield Park mob.
And Mulvihill is just sliding down.
Oh, look at her.
The
She's too disciplined. She's playing man on man on her player.
She doesn't want the limelight at all, does she?
No, not at all.
There's to Gabriel once again. She's on her own. And
Yeah, she tends to just pop in the front of that stoppage and then she runs to the back as the sweeper.
Oh,
there she goes.
She's going to get it here, you'd think. And, she doesn't go over the top. But Sedgery's kicked to the head there, and Emily Woods is away.
She has played a cracker tonight, Goots. Fantastic game.
It was a bit quiet in the third quarter when the ball didn't go down there, but she's pushed up and she's just been a very valuable player.
Well, I think, has she been playing on a wing?
She's just brutal.
She's been playing on a wing? Or is she a half forward?
Well, she had been on the half-back line. It looks like she's just roving around at the moment.
That was Hatchard again at the bottom of that pack. She really works hard. That's a lovely kick.
Finished it off, but not over the line.
What's the umpire going to call? He's in two minds.
Probably a goal review needed there.
Took a while to make his mind up, didn't he?
And that's
a sensational
very
kick.
Good kick.
You just have to take those marks, inside defensive 50.
Especially right out in front.
Yeah,
and go up the guts.
Yeah, it was an uncontested mark for her, and she just spilled it.
Ooh.
They'll learn from that, though.
There's a lot of free West Adelaide players in the...
Oh, look, they can smell a goal, there's no doubt. I just want to yell out and say, Mulvey, go up into the forward 50. Sneak a goal.
She's getting closer, isn't she?
She is. Look at those. She's still marking up on her forward player.
I don't think she will. I don't know if she'll want to go forward. She said to me this morning that if she gets a set shot, she'll, without a doubt, she'll handball it off.
Oh,
she'll get the shakes if she...
Inside secrets already. She hasn't kicked a goal this year.
Wouldn't have kicked too many in her career, wouldn't have?
Oh, I don't know what that stat is, but...
And that's Sampson mopping up, and that's a lateral kick there to Emily Woods. Oh, it's an X she plays on.
That's fantastic football.
That's beautiful, and she's done a 360 there.
Oh, well, good contest by Emma. That's Hannah Crump.
Hannah Crump there.
And Killian.
Killian's just dropped it cold.
What's he called?
Not sure what he's done there.
Not quite sure what that call was from the umpire, but it's in the hands of Rachel Killian.
Will she go around on the left? Or
I think she'll do a check side.
Check side on the right. And Gabriel's getting herself in there.
Oh, check side hits the post. It was a great effort, though.
And Kelly Spencer's getting right into it. Gabriel's working really hard there in the forward line.
So I'll just give you a score check. We haven't done them for a while. So on the Regency shower screens and wardrobes scoreboard, we've got West Adelaide 10 goal 12 72. Ingle Farm still stranded on that 2-goal zip for 12. They're up by 60 points, the Bloods.
We've got Mulvihill in the forward 50 here. She's hovering with 9 minutes to go. And Hatchard's kicked it forward. They just can't get it off the half-back line, Ingle Farm, unfortunately.
I think a bit of fatigue set in for both sides, but...
once again, on her own out the back. Good. Sampson's just too strong.
Brute strength.
Sampson to Bridge. Bridge should finish it off. Not quite.
Through for another behind. The behinds are stacking up now.
That's Sampson's 7th touch for the quarter, so she's been influential, as is Woods and De Gabriel.
So 13 points the Bloods have kicked tonight.
A big boot by Michelle O'Brien. Oh, and the Ingle Farm bench has gone up. And Kelly Spence should get the ball here in the centre. Play on... No, she takes it back. Big, powerful player, Kelly Spence, the captain of the Ingle Farm side.
I think she might have tried to kick that to the umpire at that point.
It was a good kick if it was.
And we've got we've got a whistle here and a free to West Adelaide. Tara McDermott doing the discipline thing at the bottom of the pack.
Oh, and she's kicked it well.
Oh, to the lady of the moment, Catherine Mulvihill.
What can she do here?
Run down, Mulvey. Kick the goal.
There's cheers from the crowd, Mulvey.
Oh, she's laced out, Kilian. It's a great...
Well, she's following up.
It's a great delivery. Oh, here she goes. She's in the forward 50.
Mulvey Hill's running down.
This is her time to shine. Hit up, Mulvey.
I think the crowd are... Oh.
Crespo.
Excellent mark.
Hit up, Mulvey. She's all on her own. Oh, she's hit her up. Oh, Catherine Mulvihill. She's taking a grab in the forward 50.
Here we go.
It's what we've been looking for all night.
This is what the crowd are looking for.
And the crowd's gone absolutely wild with the 300 gamer.
Going to pick Mulvey to kick it into the mark here. It doesn't look confident. It clears the mark.
Oh, there's nearly an inside 50 mark, but if they'd kicked that goal, this will be a goal assist.
Could have given it back to Mulvey, but De Gabriel's got it. Good finish around the body. Doesn't quite make it.
Look, the crowd favourite, they want her to score a goal, and we're all hoping that she just hangs in that forward 50 and gets herself a mark and a kick.
Well, she's definitely giving herself a chance. She's free. She's sitting behind the pack there.
Oh, she's right in the hot spot.
She just needs to get a little bit closer to goal.
You just want to yell out, kick it to Mulvey.
I think she wants it on the run too. I'm not sure she's confident with her set shot routine or lack thereof.
She just needs to push a little bit further in.
Yep. That's almost a...
It's another point for the Bloods.
Looks like
they're racking up.
Looks like Tolson, so that's 14 behinds now. 10 goals, 14. And we've got 6.5 minutes to go. That's a
crunching tackle on Alana Brown.
Brown's probably dragged it in there too.
I thought she took the mark, but mustn't have been a mark.
I thought she took the mark.
So it's a ball up about 30 out of...
Sejunary's got it. She hasn't...
Sejunery? You really struggle with that name, don't you?
She hasn't...
That's got to be in the back.
Throwing herself at the ball there.
Geets again. Now, where's the lady in the moment? Can't quite see her. There she is, just floating through that 50. It's almost like the Ingle Farm girls are letting her roam that 50. And she's hit her up too.
Oh, Ingle Farm is spoiling the party.
Well, the umpire's pulled a free here for Ingle Farm. Going to Shannon Solly.
She's defended well tonight, Solly, and that's landed...
She has.
Right in the middle of a puddle. And that's Sampson there.
That specific little mud pile right there's had a bit of a workout tonight.
It has. A few people have found their faces flat down in it, unfortunately, and the umpire wisely brings it back out.
Every time the players come up, they're shaking off the mud. Oh, that's going to be a high free.
We've got it again.
I think the umpiring's been very good tonight.
I always think it's a good thing when you can't notice the umpires.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing a pretty
There's
good job.
Hatchard. I've really liked her game.
Strong. Oh, who's that?
That was a fantastic tackle.
Beautiful chase down of
Sejunary's throwing the elbows.
Giving it back too. She wasn't happy with that.
Really...
I think that's Reynolds there, is it?
Yeah, Catherine Reynolds. It's really something that Sejunery needs to work on her game, is that discipline. You know, when you're an on-baller like that, you're going to be tackled, and you need to understand, just give the ball back and get on with the game.
Something that other players obviously can target now as well.
That's right, yeah.
Sampson's...
Mulvey's playing full forward. That's what's happened.
Mulvey's dropped the mark. There's 4 minutes to go there. There's still time.
Oh, her teammates they're giving it to her lace out. She's deep in the goal square, just hungry for a goal. Give it to Mulvey.
De Gabriel selfishly runs it over the line.
She's kicked that goal. 3 minutes 47 to go.
And that's De Gabriel's 30th touch for the evening, so she's had an absolute day out tonight, sitting off the...
30 possessions for Kirsty De Gabriel tonight.
Sitting off the back of the pack. So that's beautiful work. Mulvey Hill just was there or thereabouts. And what's the margin looking like? Now we can see the Hisense.
We're up around that 80 mark. What did you say? What was yours?
73.
73. We've it's surpassed both of our...
well, they've really run away with it, haven't they?
Yeah, look, their second half has been sensational. Like, the movement of the ball, and, you know, it's not easy on a night like tonight when the ball's heavy and dewy, and they've just really had a dominant display.
In front of an away crowd for Ingle Farm, I mean...
Yeah, look, Ingle Farm have had, their fair share of opportunities.
They do look dangerous and they go forward. They just can't... they just need they need a ball user off half-back, don't they? They need someone that can really use the ball.
Yeah, someone with a big tank that can drive them forward.
A la a Pierce Hanley.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if there's any Irish women out there who are looking for a game, but I'm sure Ingle Farm will be interested.
Yeah, like they've got a couple that drive through the middle, aka Segenary, who's just picked the ball up.
Been a bit quieter this quarter. They've held her well.
I think they've given her a break on the half-back flank.
Yep.
I think she's been half-forward flank, actually.
And there's Spence. Spence hasn't got anyone to give it to, unfortunately. She found it. Is that Hatchard?
Well done.
No, it's not.
It's not Hatchard.
It's number 21.
She hasn't touched it all night, I don't think, number 21.
Well,
Kim Brooks. She's had a couple of touches.
Unfortunately, Sampson...
2 minutes. 2 minutes left.
Well, they need to get it down.
Mulvey deep in the square.
Well,
Rachel Killian, I mean, her.
Isn't she just she's a good-looking footballer, isn't she?
She's a great-looking footballer.
Well,
that's holding the ball.
Mulvey Hill's, she's lurking. Mulvey Hill's lurking in the forward line there. Just need to get it over the top to her. Oh, good tackle.
Oh, Danielle Cress really working hard, and you know why she's working hard, is to get that ball to the 300 gamer. She understands there's a minute 35 left.
Danielle Crest would have played a fair few games with
Mulvey
Hill, I would have thought, over the
absolutely.
years.
Stellar lady. Both of them are.
Absolutely.
I think Ingle Farm's going to ruin the Mulvey Hill goal party.
And she's got a minute 20, Mulvey Hill. That could... no, it doesn't stay in.
Well, that was an interesting little contest here, just on the western side, just about 20 out of the southern goals.
So we've got a minute to go in the game. We've got 80 to 12 there.
Oh, to Gabrielle.
She's very clever at getting those free kicks, a la Kane Corns. Throws the arms up a bit.
Crespo will be looking straight in for... Straight. Oh, she's
held it.
So, and the crowd goes wild as the 300 gamer takes a grab. She's on a really acute angle.
Oh, the umpire's bringing her around, unfortunately.
35 seconds left on the clock.
Knowing Mulvey, she could...
One of the crowds just yelled out Mulvey's pocket. Very good. Hopefully she can pop it through.
Come on, Mulvey.
Well, she's given it a good roast. Oh, just short. Punched over for a behind. She certainly has got herself in position to kick that fairy tale goal.
Tough kick.
It was.
Tough kick, unfortunately. Not sure if she has the check side in her repertoire, but they just have to hold on for a few more seconds.
Look, there's
and kicked away 50 on the siren,
and that's the final game. I'll give you the final score, which is West 11 goal 15 81. Ingle Farm stranded on those 2 goals from half time for 12. Really good game of footy.
An excellent game of footy, and unfortunately Catherine Mulvey Hill in her 300s couldn't be quite rewarded, but got a couple of kicks at the end of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't rewarded with a goal, but, you know, a stellar effort by her side, and she'd have to be totally happy with the way that this has unfolded tonight. Like, 69-point victory to West Adelaide in a really dominant display of footy.
Very close to 73.
Very close. I think your prediction is the winner.
It didn't look like it at half or quarter time, though, did it? I mean, Ingle Farm showed some signs, but it was the run and the experience in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Of West Adelaide and Danielle Crest, and Killian, just 2 absolute beauties in the forward line.
If Greenacres and Morphettville Park are going to stop West Adelaide. They're going to have to play some really tight defensive footy against that potent forward line that they've got going at Westies.
You really have to be accountable, don't you, playing West Adelaide, especially on an oval like this, and an oval like Adelaide Airport Oval, which is similar in dimension.
Yeah, they tend to break teams open by winning those, crucial contests in the middle and driving the ball out, and then their open forward line, and the skill that they've got down there is just superior.
Without a doubt.
Well, I think that's just about us. Best on ground tonight there, Christy?
Would have thought it was between three of them, DeGabriel, Woods and Samps. I'm not sure who I'd give it to.
Yeah, I thought Killian was definitely up in the top 5 for me. I think DeGabriel has to be number 1 for me with over 30 possession.
2 goals as well, I think. At least 2, if not more. And they're cheering off. It's a bit of a sketchy cheering off there. Hopefully someone's watching Mulvihill at the back. But
she's a tall unit there, Catherine Mulvihill. And
so Sampson and Bridge are in a great mark of respect. Both teams are lining up to see her off the ground. And the absolute rousing applause for Catherine Mulvihill. I think might be a few glisten of tears in her eyes. Definitely a big smile on her face, and you'll struggle to find Catherine Mulvihill without a smile on her face.
Oh, absolutely. Usually. She's just a delight to be around, and it's been such a great game for her tonight to come out here and have a convincing win, and obviously moving towards finals. She'd be liking to finish off with a flag, I'd imagine.
Well, she says this is definitely her last year, so I'm not sure if that's going to be the truth or not, but you think that'd be the fairy tale to finish off with 300 games and a premiership without a doubt.
Yeah, so final scores here. West Adelaide Women's Football Team Football Club have defeated Ingle Farm by 69 points. 300 game for Catherine Mulvihill was a roaring success.
And only the second time in history that's been done. So
by a female?
Yep, by a female.
First time in South Australia.
25 years I think it's taken her, with only maybe one. She's only had one injury, minor injury, and 1 year off to retire, and it shows the level of dedication she has to the game, doesn't it?
So our congratulations to Mulvey. She's getting some photographs with a banner and the game ball.
That's her work down there by the looks of it. Her works at a childcare centre up in Prospect, and looks like they've done her a mini banner there, which says a lot about the relationship she holds.
Yeah, no, that's very touching. So I think we'll close off. Thanks for listening. Hopefully Chrissy and I have done okay. First time I've ever done something like this.
Yeah, it's definitely the first time I've ever done something like this. So usually I'm on the other side with a pen and a notepad writing, but hopefully they'll ask us back, I'm not sure.
And thanks to Darren from Oz Sports for giving us the opportunity to do the live broadcast.
Yeah, it's an excellent opportunity for women's sport, and hopefully we can continue our association. You're smiling widely. Hopefully we've...
And make sure if you want to play AFL, it's a game for everybody, so get on the website and find your local club and get out there and have a kick.
Thanks for listening, guys. Are you drinking over a cup?